Well, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I'm putting up my Christmas lights. If you look behind me, I have already started. This is my brand new church, which I made a full video about me making, and I put it out last week. So anyways, I'm gonna put up the rest of my Christmas lights. I've done my house, some of my trees. This one is empty. Got an angel up in those trees. So like I say, I have started, but this is about to be my biggest, best Christmas display ever. And for the people that don't know, I grew up in a crazy Christmas light house, and I guess for 3, maybe 4 years, I guess probably 4 years, I put up a display. 3 years it's been pretty good. I've been on the Christmas light tour 2 years in a row, and I'm planning on being up there again. So I guess I'll show you what I got going right now, and then we're gonna get serious, I guess. But I got my church up front. I got a little snowman to troll my neighbor, whose snowman looks a little sad right now. But I got my Snoop on a stoop, elf on a shelf. Again, I got my lights up here. I got a gift. And then if we go all the way down here, this is another new addition. I bought this gingerbread village for $20 on Marketplace. I'm actually super stoked about that. And I bought it from the same lady that I bought my nativity scene from last year. And she recognized me, so she gave me a good deal on a few other things. Which, well, it was some toy soldiers, which I sold for 85 bucks, which is what I paid for all the stuff. But this is originally 20 bucks. Came with all those little Reese candy cane over here. It came with these guys, which are now guarding my mailbox, and that little Merry Christmas sign. Anyways, that's what I got going now. So I think first things first, I'm gonna bring out my photo boards, put them out over here. I might have to adjust some things. And then we'll get into the exciting stuff like my blow molds. Because those are the best part of, well, they're the best part of Christmas. Well, no, that's not true. I like presents too. Okay, I kind of got everything over here where I wanted it. I shuffled my gingerbread man a little bit, and then I got my board out here, and it is tied to a tree. Heavy bag there. And I kind of think everything is, like I say, where I wanted to go. This is another new addition. It is a cornhole game, and the sign that says play, poorly painted in Easter colors, because I ran out of Christmas colored paint. But it's just an old coffee table with a hole cut in it for these bean bags to be thrown into. I figured, literally had the table sitting there doing absolutely nothing, and I thought it would be fun just to add a game. I don't know if anyone will play it. Frankly, somebody might even steal it, but I thought it was a great little addition. With that being said, this is all up as of now where I want it. So with that, we're gonna move on to the front yard, and we are going to put up our nativity scene. So if you follow me, I got all my characters out here. That is the whole nativity. I already got my angel up in the tree, but it is essentially going right here in front of that garden. Usually I put lights on that tree and that bush, but I thought it was because of my church placement. That's where I had my nativity last year. I figured it'd be a better spot here. So this is part of it. I got an LED palm tree. Palm trees are a part of the nativity. I googled it last year because I got that with my nativity that I bought. With that being said, I'm gonna put that nativity up, get it all looking nice, and then we can move our attention to those blow molds. So let's go. Okay, so now my nativity scene is totally up and it looks good. I will say I might want to add some lights still to this bush and to that tree. I got to see it at night to see how it looks, to decide if that's the final look of it. But that's the place it's going to be. It kind of anchors the front yard along with that little church over there. That's where I had my nativity last year. But anyways, now we're getting down to the fun stuff. So obviously I have a big yard. I got that garden too, but we are going to fill it with blow molds. Blow molds are what I grew up on. And actually, side note, I have this thing all tied up, and people want to know how I stake some of my blow molds down. I have all these pieces of rebar, and this is like some sort of pipe, and then I have this all round steel strapping. I don't know exactly what that's originally designed for. My dad is a plumber, and that's how he did it. But basically, well, actually, we'll come over to my blow molds here. You will see it's just a couple screws in the back with the steel strapping, and then you can bend it, wrap it around the rebar. If you put a wooden stake, you can screw it to that. That's how I stand my blow molds up so they don't blow over, because it is very windy today. I don't know if you can see the wind. Yeah, maybe you can hear it. I don't really know. But it doesn't matter. What does matter is my collection of blow molds here. I think there's 32 or something like that in this garage right now. I have a couple out already, so I have a pretty good collection. But these are what I grew up on. My dad's a big collector of them. Actually, honestly, he had a whole bunch of them. And then when they moved, I sold them all. I was the only one that knows how to use Facebook Marketplace. So I sold them. But while I was selling them, I met a whole bunch of crazy Christmas light people. And from there, the wheels started in motion, and I started to get attached. So some 4 or 5 years later, I have my own pretty good collection, and we're going to put them up. I'm not sure if I will use every one of them. I like to have things a little bit different this year, and I have a couple other new additions that are not blow molds. So yeah, I'm just going to lay them out in the yard, and we'll see how it shapes up. And then once I get something nice, I'm going to stake them down and get everything plugged in and go from there. So let's lay out these blow molds. So the wind blew my camera over. So I just kept working without the camera, which I assume you guys don't really care about. But anyways, everything is now laid out in my yard. It is where it's going to be. And I got maybe half of it, a third of it all lit up. But I got everything all laid out. And if we go down here to the side of my house, this is one spot here where I'm gonna add my finishing touches that I guess we'll talk about. But I got that, all my Santa's up over here. I just got those inflatable balls strapped down, and my cornhole game, which I have already seen people play. I'm super stoked about that. That was just a random idea I had. And I just cornhole board sitting around, so I thought I'd paint it up, put it out there for Christmas. Looks super awesome. So anyways, I'm super stoked. But what I'm about to do is put up it's not my final thing, but it's my big final thing. And that is, if you come over here, I have these 3 Christmas trees to get put up. And then these are 2 new additions for this year. This one is a 3.5 foot LED polar bear inflatable, which I thought it looked super cute. I picked that up at Home Depot. And then even more importantly, I have a Christmas rubber ducky. I picked this thing up from Walmart, and I just couldn't walk past it. If you guys don't know, we adopted a dog that his name is Duck. So I had to buy a duck to match my dog. So I'm super excited for my Christmas rubber ducky. So that's what I'm going to put up right now. I'm going to get those inflated, get my Christmas trees put up, put them over there, and then I'm just going to get everything plugged in and lighted, and hopefully don't blow any breakers. So that's going to be the plan of attack. It'll probably get dark on me. And actually, I'm probably going to stop before it gets too dark and have a snack. But either way, next time you come back, everything will be lit up. Next time I come back, everything will be lit up. Everything will be done. And we can do the final once over. But super excited about my Christmas duck. Okay, I am back, and I thought I would come out here and do a bit of a once-over of everything now that the sun's out. And before I show you everything lit up, I thought I would just do a once-over during the day. So with that being said, we can start here. Well, actually, I'll show you. It is all done and ready to go. But first, this is Snoopy. Fun story about Snoopy is that is the same Snoopy I had since childhood. I don't know when we got it, probably, I'll say 1998, year 2000, I'm not really sure. But at one point it was stolen, and the people took it, used it for Christmas, I guess, and then middle of January, they threw it back on our yard like nothing ever happened. And that's that same Snoopy, stolen, returned, and now part of my display here in 2025. And then we got the nativity scene. I got a couple teddy bears here, a teddy bear over there. I got all my blow mold snowmen out front. I like blow mold snowmen. They're probably my favorite thing to collect. I would like to add more, but as of now, this is my collection of blow mold snowmen. And over there. And then we got my church in the back. I'm super stoked about how that church came out. Super stoked. But if you look here, we got a snowman. He's got a broken nose, a broken face, technically. And actually, if we look over here, this snowman here has been kind of smashed. And it's coming apart at the seams. So definitely not all these things are in great condition, which I guess it would be cool if they did. They would have more value. But at the end of the day, they still stand upright. They look fine, even with the damage. And like that one's got faded, whatever. It's got a faded scarf. This one over here is old, but very faded. But to me, it doesn't really matter that much. And if you can get a good deal on something with a little bit of damage, it's just a good deal. This one is a little more modern. It came from Home Sense. This one is the same as that broken one that I just showed you, in better condition. Anyways, yeah, that one from Home Sense is a little more modern. Had to fix the bulb. Its little lantern is supposed to flicker like it's a flame, but it doesn't. So it's just a regular blow mold now. Anyways, we got our trees here. These are penguins. All came from the dollar store, and they were included with the gingerbread house. And the stuff I bought from that lady. We got our inflatables deflated. You'll have to wait till tonight to see them. Then we got Snoop on a stoop, Elf on a shelf, and Christmas tree. And then those inflatable balls, they all just came from Amazon. And then we got those lanterns. They got flickering bulbs in there. And then I got my retro Noel candles. I'm not a big fan of the bright yellow or bright orange or red or whatever they are. More modern candles, but I like those because they're a little more retro, a little more rare. We got Santa and Sleigh here. I did think about selling that one this year just because I am unemployed and wanted to pay rent. Please like and subscribe. But I'm glad I didn't because I really like it. Fits well here, along with my little Santa Alley North Pole sign. I would not mind adding another Santa or two over here. I'm not exactly sure what, because I have puppies. I got one with a teddy bear, one with elves, one with hose, and a mini Santa. But if there's another different type of Santa, I wouldn't mind adding it. Wouldn't mind adding a different type of Mrs. Claus when money permits. But I got these balls out. Again, just inflatable balls from Amazon. That blue one is flat, so I'm going to switch that out while I'm out here. Cornhole game. Paint is already failing. I have seen kids play it, so I'm happy. Even with the failing paint job, it is what it is. Photo boards. Still cool. I do really like those. Although I might have to switch the paint up next year. Or the, it's not really paint. It's a glued on picture I got on Temu. Anyways, there's my gingerbread house. Gingerbread Village. I'm very happy with that. And like I said, I was originally on Marketplace for 20 bucks, which was a great deal. And then considering I had bought it with some other stuff for 80 bucks, totally made my money back with a sale. Super stoked on that. And then our final Merry Christmas. So I'm very stoked about how this turned out, but there's not much more for me to do than come back at night and show you the final product. So let's do that. And we're back with the full reveal. As you can see behind me, everything's lit up. It looks absolutely awesome. I just changed one final bulb out of one of my little snowmen that died after a couple days, but it looks absolutely awesome. So we'll do the full once over now. There we go. That's Snoopy, all my bears, snowmen. Around here. Oh, I have another bulb to change. And up here, got my candle up in the tree, flickering bulbs there. I got my rubber ducky to match my dog, penguins, Santa Alley. Then I just put my red ball's deflated too. I just put that red ball out to replace the blue one that was deflated earlier, but needs a little touch up again. Anyways, you got photo boards, that thing, and we come down here, and that's the display. Like I said, absolutely awesome. I guess it needs a little bit more fine tuning. Just when you think you're done, you have more things to do. That's just how everything works. But absolutely awesome. And then if we go over here, we'll go to my church. If you didn't watch my church video, this is my church I built this year. Lighted bell tower, choir boys. And if you go around back here, the party trick of the year, flip that over, and we turn on the Christmas carols. And then we come out up here. It's full light show, so I'm super stoked the way everything turned out. Couldn't be happier. And with that being said, that's it. That's Christmas 2025. Can't wait for Santa to come. Peace.